It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. This is episode 94 and I am your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host Noelle Herzog.
Hi, hello.
Hello, Noelle. We're here to talk about The Other Ways, Season 2, Episode 19. And this episode has been brought to you by BetterHelp.
Cool. Very good.
Oh, my God. What a great live podcast we had this past Saturday.
Tracey, I had the best time.
I can't believe what happened.
Could you imagine? I mean, what a shocker that was.
Seriously. And the only way to find out what happened, because this episode is not going to be on your regular feed, is to purchase the episode. It's $13. You can Venmo at Tracey-Carnazzo, $13. And please specify that you would like the 90 Day Fiancé November 14th live show, and you will be granted access to the video.
Oh, that's awesome. Guys, if you want to see this stuff and know what happened, you got to buy it. You got
it. We covered Darcy and Stacy episodes 8, 9, and 10. And also the other podcast that we did covering episodes 1 through 7 is also for sale. Same thing, just a different date. That one was on October 3rd.
Wow, that was on Mean Girls Day. Yay.
Yeah. So we're here to discuss this. We're on episode 19. This is a lot.
I feel like this has been so many episodes and I still haven't really gotten to know these people. Like, what do we know about them? You know,
we don't, it's funny because I'm watching Love After Lockup, as a lot of people here do. And it's almost, I think next week is like the season finale. And one of the guys that came out of jail, it's still his second day out of jail.
Okay, this has been, I haven't watched it yet. I've been DVRing it. This is the longest Love After Lockup like ever. How many episodes were this season?
Oh, well, in the middle of them, they stopped because Corona. So that's why it's been so long.
I'm like, I feel like this is like the longest season.
That's why. But it's just like this guy has been out of jail for like 2 days, not even 2 full days. It's like a day and a half. And I'm like, we're on episode 25. This is the longest day of his life.
That's very funny. That's how I feel with this show.
That's exactly how I feel with this show. But here we are. And we're going to do it. Listen, we're here for the long haul. Make sure you're following us on Instagram and Twitter at 90 Day Podcast. That's so important. And really, the most important is please come and join our Facebook group, 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk on Facebook. It's a great group. We have so much fun. We discuss everything show related, everything podcast related. Come on over. That's where you get all of the real news.
Yeah, come join us. We have so much fun in there.
We have all the fun. And also don't forget, we have stickers for sale. We have magnets for sale.
All right. Good girl. Right. Good housekeeping.
A lot of housekeeping.
Show notes, housekeeping. Show notes, housekeeping.
Do you know when I say housekeeping, do you know what that's from?
I mean, I'm sure I do, but tell me.
Did you ever watch Tommy Boy?
Okay, I know that Tommy Boy, isn't that like David Spade? I feel like I watched that a million years ago. Okay, so they were taking a road trip. Right.
And they were staying in motel rooms next to each other, and one of them knocked on another one's door. I forgot which one. And he was like, housekeeping.
And that's where it's from. How funny.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about some real housekeeping. Brittany and Yazan.
Okay.
All right. So she calls him a dusty mama's boy right off the bat.
Dusty, broke-ass narcissist mama's boy.
Oh, wow. And she said that she's not going to go back to Jordan.
Okay. You're lying.
All right. Well, meanwhile, in Jordan, Yazan is driving and texting, and he said that she didn't comfort him.
Yeah, I still, again, don't understand what he's trying to convey here with the car and the accident, and he's
trying to say, like, look at all of these things that I've done for you,
right?
And you're not even appreciative. But it's like, you bought a car for you,
right? You bought a car for you, and I would just be inside of it while I'm there.
Right.
I don't get it. Right.
He said that he still really wants her, even though she is the devil and he hates her.
He's like all about her. I feel like he likes her so much and she is not interested.
Well, he looks not well, I'll tell you that.
this poor guy is getting haggard and haggard by the episode.
Seriously. So now she said that she's going to go to Jordan on second thought and just not see him. And she's going to go to turn up with her friend.
Okay. In Jordan, I just want to put this out there. In Jordan, you're going to go on a girls' trip and turn up.
Yeah, that's where I had my bachelorette party. Why?
Right. Right. That's where all the girls go to hang out in their bikinis on the beach.
Yeah, it's spring break.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You never went to spring break in Jordan?
No, I must be missing out on something.
God, it's like you don't even read the Bible for hot spots. You don't even read for hot spots. So also there's something brown on her mouth when she's doing this thing, and like food or something.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay.
All right, so she's wearing a Tequila Forever shirt with, I think, no bra on the plane.
Definitely no bra. And I don't know why. It's like she does things to purposely piss him off.
Yes. So she's done, by the way.
No, they're all done. They're always done. Mm-hmm.
And she just landed in Jordan, meanwhile. So she said that it was an 18-hour flight and she missed him while she flew.
Yeah, because that's when she wasn't talking to him. That's the only time she misses him.
So he comes in the smushed car to pick her up. Now, this is what the car reminded me of.
Tell me.
Did you ever have like little toy cars when you were little, like Hot Wheels or anything?
Yeah, I had a million.
Okay, there was one car in particular.
Okay.
That had a side panel that if you touched it, it flipped around and looked dented.
Really?
Yes, it was like a fake accident thing. Like you could like crash the cars into each other.
That's funny. I'm sure I had it. Okay.
That's what it looked like. I'm going to post. If anyone knows about this, post it in the group because, and I'll try to find it too.
Do it, guys.
He doesn't know she's coming, but he's going to be there. And just to spite her, he's not going to bring any flowers.
But that's what I mean. Like, what is wrong with you people? It's so lame.
He said that he hates her, but he loves her. Mm-hmm. And they miss each other at the airport.
Okay, but that's not real, right?
It can't be.
Because they both have people filming them.
Right, like you missed it in time. Okay, you could maybe miss Brittany, probably not, since everyone was probably screaming to the top of their lungs when she got off the plane.
Yes.
But you're not going to miss Brittany and a film crew of 20.
But that's what I mean. Like, so you have a film crew and she has a film crew, and so you guys didn't see each other.
There's 40 cameramen between the two of you, and you just pass like ships in the night.
Right. That was funny.
Like cruise ships in the night.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay, I thought that was fake. Good to know.
Well, she's avoiding the producer's questions. I don't like her attitude in life.
No, neither do I. She's very passive aggressive.
But the smiling and the snarkiness, like I just don't.
Yeah, she smirks a lot. She's like low key nasty.
Right. So she got a hotel room.
Right.
And okay, this is the other thing. She was supposed to. So this trip, before she, decided that it was going to be a girls' trip, was supposed to be to go back home to Jordan where she lives. Right.
Yes, home. Yep.
Because she lives there, and she
lives there.
She was only taking a vacation in Chicago/Florida, right?
Yes.
But she definitely got a round trip ticket.
She for sure got a round trip ticket because she doesn't live in Jordan or want to live in Jordan. Yeah.
So she got a hotel. So
yeah.
Anyway, so he's upset. He thinks that his family might be right.
You think? Listen, his family obviously are a little OD about it, but yeah, they know. They see it through her. It's bullshit. It's not real.
So he said he's going to go home. He's going to go to sleep and just see what happens in the morning. So her friend gets there.
Right.
And she's a nice girl. I like this girl.
Okay, I like her friend so much, but I don't understand. Like, if you were picking me up at the airport and we missed each other, would you not call me that night? Or would you not, like, call me then and be like, hey, asshole, I'm standing a couple of feet from you. Get out of the cab. I don't get it.
Yeah, but this is, I mean, you're not going to be on TV with that storyline.
Right. Well, that's true, too. Right. You're so right. Mm-hmm.
So, her friend, let's go back.
Okay, Angela, her friend. I like her so much. Nice
yes.
girl.
So she said that that Brittany's a hot mess.
Right. I mean, she's not wrong. Right.
Now here, this is very funny. So Angela gets into the hotel room, which is the regularest hotel room I've ever seen.
Yes.
She is impressed.
She is impressed because I think that she didn't know what to expect.
She's like, beds? A sink? Wait a minute. A window? Let me see. Is that a parking lot? This is beautiful.
Is this a toilet bowl? No way.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I wish that I had the level of satisfaction in life that Angela had going into that hotel room.
I wish you did too.
So now she's like, we're gonna drink some champagne, and Brittany screams to the top of her lungs as she opens the bottle.
They pop bottles, and she goes, "It gets me every time."
Okay, Brittany.
Okay, sure.
So she's like, Yazan was in this car accident, and her friend, like a person, is like, oh my God, is he okay?
Right. Because her friend actually cares.
And then she responds with the funniest thing I've ever heard her say.
That he's stupid in the head?
She goes, clearly not. He's stupid.
You know what that is? A Tracey response.
That is such a good... Can you imagine that if I'm like, oh my God, is he okay? And you're like, no, he's stupid. So her friend's like, do you think that maybe he's struggling, like, in life? And she's like, oh, I don't care.
But then she FaceTimes him.
Right. So they FaceTime. And here's the thing. We have to go along with the storyline and just assume this is real. So now if this is real and they had gotten into a fight before and she walked through the airport, she really didn't see him. She is right for not waiting for him.
Oh, I wouldn't have waited for him either. No way.
So, but she's acting super crazy. Her friend is cringing. And now she said that she doesn't want to talk to him. Now, also, how did Angela get a better flight than her? Because Angela's like, I had a 12-hour flight.
I know. And she looked all like fresh as a daisy. She looked like
Brittany
not
had an 18-hour flight.
Well, we don't know where Angela was coming from, maybe?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I guess that's true. So she wants to meet him. Right. And, okay.
Tell me.
Let's talk about what Brittany is wearing to the market.
Okay. So they're going to go turn up downtown.
Right. This outfit, while revealing, is nothing that I would ever say is quote unquote sexy.
No, I think it's like actually a pretty casual, regular
It's a
outfit.
very strange, outdated, unflattering, it's just a strange outfit that
That's
a child would wear.
It wasn't flattering. Like the white what was it? Yellow.
It was a weird yellow chiffon shirt with like a white tank top underneath it. It looks like something I would have worn in like 6th grade.
Yeah, it was really weird. It wasn't flattering. It was not. And her friend though looked so nice.
So nice. And then she wore this big wool coat that looked like she was wearing like an oversized man's coat,
which I loved. That was my favorite part about it.
Oh God, I hated this outfit. So they go to the downtown market, and she said that she's like, "Oh look, that's where me and Yazan used to have an apartment."
Right. And it's like,
what do you mean? What do you mean you and Yazan had an apartment? You're not allowed to live together.
She calls the last place that she was staying their apartment, even though Yazan was still living with his parents, because he was supposed to live with her there and then changed his mind.
Okay, but she was only there for like a week.
No, it's her house. It's her house.
Do you remember when we used to live in the Red Roof Inn in North Carolina in Raleigh?
I mean, listen, we were closer to living there. We stayed there many times.
We really did.
Yeah.
On South Saunders Street?
Yes. We stayed there. It was very nice.
It was nice. It's just so weird.
Yeah, it is. None of it makes sense. You know why? Because it's all bullshit.
All right. Well, she's wearing sandals. It's raining out. And her boobs are out.
Okay, her boobs are all the way out, and she has very large breasts. So, like, I
also
get it.
Remember something. People are staring, but not only that, she has a whole camera crew.
Okay, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't think they're just staring because they're women. She's saying that it's because she's tall, she's black, she's got her chest out. But I think it's also because they have a crew of people.
She also said, and this is a quote, she said she is, quote, so shapely even with a hijab.
Must be nice to love yourself that much.
It sounds like something my grandmother would say about someone.
Shapely.
Like it sounds like something that my grandmother would say about like a porn star.
Yeah, how my grandmother would call us the ladies of the night.
Yes.
Yes.
So now some man in the market said that she's a sin, and she spits back, "You're a sin."
But I mean, that was funny though. Yeah.
So she said that she's really uncomfortable. Now I don't feel bad. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, you did this to yourself though. You know what I mean?
Her friend looks so nice.
Oh, her friend looks so nice. Listen, I get you don't want to walk around a turtleneck every day. That's not Brittany's
okay, but it's
style.
also cold out.
But it's also cold out, right?
What are you doing? So they go to get drinks. They're gonna get some beer,
of course.
So Yazan's family doesn't drink, so they decide on some rum. And her friend's sitting there. They're sitting in there at the bar, and her friend wants to meet him because she's like, "Listen, I flew 12 hours. I'm in Jordan." Which turns out not the spring break destination of 2020.
Right. Like, what else am I going to do here? Let's just meet the guy.
Wow. Then we see, because now she's inside, what is going on with this makeup.
Okay. So it looks at first glance, like a sunglass tan.
Yes.
Because she's so light all around her eyes.
This is like a Donald Trump, Kim Kardashian look.
It's a reverse raccoon look.
Yeah, I mean, Kim does that, but like
Kim does do that.
Pretty intense. So she said that she really misses him because now she's drunk. And her friend's just like so calm and reasonable. And she encourages her to communicate with him.
Yeah, her friend is actually like really nice. She's kind of like, well, you always yell at him.
Yeah. So she calls him, he's going to come pick them up. And she said, and this is a quote, "I couldn't stop myself from smiling."
Okay, girl, you haven't been able to stop yourself from smiling this whole season.
Neither has your dad.
Neither has your dad. In 19 episodes, you guys have held a grin.
Like physically, like this is almost a disability at this point.
Yes.
She's like, "But I want to be mad at him longer."
It's like, but what's wrong with you? Also, though, you know he's going to be pissed because you're drunk.
And it's raining. And Angela tells you to stop drinking. And she basically tells Angela to mind her own business.
Yeah, like, nope, no thank you.
Great times. All right, let's move on because I can't. I honestly feel like I need to talk to someone about that episode.
Yeah, it's disturbing, and the only way to get past it would be to get some therapy.
I know, but I got to tell you, it is so hard to find a therapist, to get to a therapy appointment, and BetterHelp Online Counseling is the solution to all of your problems because you never have to wait in a waiting room. And even if you were in Jordan on spring break,
yes,
BetterHelp is worldwide.
You never have to sit in traffic.
You never have to sit in traffic. You never have to take your broken down car that Yazan got you. As a listener, you will get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/fiance. Get it? Fiance? Like 90 Day Fiance?
Yeah.
Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/fiance. 10% off, guys. Take advantage of that.
Do it. Take advantage of it. You guys will love it.
Speaking of therapy, let's talk about Ariela and Binyam.
Girl, there are people here with problems.
All right. Well, 2 weeks old. The baby's 2 weeks old. And Binyam's going to go back to work. And she's like, "No, I need help with the baby."
Oh, I need help with my baby. But it's like, so who's going to pay for anything?
She's like, I don't know, maybe Dr. Weinstein will.
Right.
So now his sister Wish comes over with their family friend Artemis. And she claims that they came over uninvited, but maybe like Binyam sent them.
And she also claims she's a very private person.
So that she didn't really like the unwanted guests.
Right. Okay.
She's a private person that's on reality television.
No, she's really private about sharing her life. Yep.
Well, she wants him to work somewhere really classy.
Okay. Like where? That's what I want to hear.
She wants him to work at like, I don't know, maybe like Morton's Steakhouse, Ethiopia.
No. It's so funny.
branch.
I was going to say Ethiopia edition. I was just going to say Sizzler, and you said that. So.
Okay. Noelle, that is not the same thing.
No.
Do you think that Sizzler and Morton's Steakhouse are the same?
No, I don't think they're on the same playing field. I just didn't expect there to be a Morton's in Ethiopia, I'm thinking.
Well, you know what? I got to tell you, it would be a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, listen, I'm always down for a steak.
This is true. So now Wish is kind of like instigating, you know, and she's saying that maybe he'll meet someone in the club.
I think she's just kind of busting Ariela's chops because Ariela's kind of a bitch.
Right. So now
you know?
She was annoyed that they came over, but now she's annoyed they're leaving.
Okay, that's what I thought. She's like, that's okay. I'll just sit here by myself. And it's like, but you didn't invite them. You didn't want them over.
You didn't want them there. You just said that you're private. You want to be alone.
Yeah, you're a very private person.
All right. Now here is the toilet seat debacle.
But why isn't there one?
Well, they're buying a toilet seat for her parents to come over.
Uh-huh. But her parents aren't even staying there.
Her parents aren't staying there.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even staying there.
Mm-mm.
Why don't they have a toilet seat? And why does the brand new toilet seat already have poop on the rim?
Okay, Tracey.
And why doesn't it fit?
I looked at the rim and just closed my eyes and just listened. Just listened.
Okay, but all of these things it doesn't fit the toilet.
Right. Uh-huh.
How were you going to the bathroom without the
That's
toilet
what
seat?
I want to know. How were you doing number 2? How?
Were you just squatting?
Yes. We're squatting in her rice paddy.
So she tells her baby Binyam
right
to call her dad Dr. Weinberg.
Yeah, I guess she's just being silly. I don't know.
So she wants her dad to like him. Now, here is my problem with this scene. So now if
Tell
you
me.
look at I'm paying a lot of attention to her confessionals.
Uh-huh.
And it's clearly obvious that they make them wear the same thing.
Yes.
And then do these videotapes different times.
Yes.
Okay. So sometimes she looks like regular.
Not all the time.
And then some of them, so she has like a deep part down the middle of her head.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the scenes, her hair is slicked oil and her scalp is bright red.
Okay, I didn't notice the red, but I noticed it looked like she put like a bucket of KFC on her head.
Yes.
And then flat ironed it down.
Oh, no. It was beet red. It's like someone
inflamed.
Yes. It was very inflamed.
She
and I was
needs some head and shoulders.
I was concerned about her scalp health. So, anyway, the toilet seat, it doesn't fit. They don't even know that. They bought a used toilet seat. I guess they're right. There aren't a lot of products because they're landlocked. They're not by the toilet sea.
You're an idiot.
You can't just fish for toilet seats like we do here in New York on the coast.
Well, that's where I got my brand spanking new toilet seat from, the toilet sea.
You went fishing?
Uh-huh. I went fishing. I got a brand new toilet seat.
Okay, wow. That's why they have to buy used.
She's like, "What are you gonna do when you meet my dad?" And he like throws up gang signs.
That was
like he's
yes, that
silly.
Was super funny. Okay, but now here's the other thing. She 100% talks to him in broken English.
She talks to him. Okay, she's one of those people who talks in the accent,
in a different accent.
But it's not even accent.
It's not even that accent.
What is that? Right.
I don't know. She leaves out words like, "What are you doing? How is?"
You can't. You wonder why you guys can't communicate.
He speaks a ton of English.
Yeah, I have to say, I think he's
family. His whole family does.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so she said she's lonely and he should yell at his sister because of what she said.
Maybe yell at her not to come over uninvited instead.
No, he invited her. But no,
I know.
Anyway, he should yell at his sister though. But he should, because why is she going there and stirring the pot?
Because I bet she doesn't like Ariela.
All right. Well, she said now she doesn't trust him, and he said she looks at his phone. She's like, so when I look at your phones, I found this girl. I called her and I spoke in English, and then I hung up.
Right. Or she hung up when she heard me speak in English.
Right. Or something like that.
Yeah.
But like, and then so now he's installing still this dirty toilet seat. He puts the screwdriver in his mouth.
Okay, I have to tell you, I didn't even notice that. I was very focused on her.
Yeah,
I didn't notice.
She said that they're more like roommates with a baby.
Okay, listen, I get that. And I know that people go through a lot after having a baby.
Yeah.
And I think that she's struggling for sure. But there is a problem here. She is.
Yes. She doesn't like him. That's the problem. She doesn't like him.
She doesn't like him to the point, though. I think that if a man was talking to a woman the way she was talking to him, it would be abusive.
So it's abusive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying, I think you would notice it if it was a man speaking to a woman that way.
So she asks for his phone. He says no, and she swipes it anyway. And then she calls him an a-hole. And he said, she's like, you don't answer my phone calls all the time. And he's like, well, sometimes I turn my phone off. And she's like, I told you you're not allowed to turn your phone off. Now, here's the thing. I got to side with her a little bit on that.
If I was in a brand new country with a brand new baby and my man, the only person I know there, shut his phone off, I would kill him. You know what I mean? Like, not kill him, but you know what I mean? I would flip out.
So now they show some B-roll, and it's basically the market where they sell caskets. You have to see.
It's from the Casket Sea, Tracey.
They're landlocked.
They're very
Everyone
landlocked.
knows the Casket Sea is off the coast of Florida.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
It's right by Miami. Easy access to all the retirement homes.
Oh, God, the Casket Sea.
But I got to tell you, like, these editors really throw shade at these countries.
I know. It's like, I feel like it's just so wrong. You see like dog fights in the vestibule.
Eating raw meat.
Yeah. It's so weird. They'll show like dead chickens hanging. It's like, oh, good.
So her parents are coming and they're fighting. Now, I didn't know that even though Ethiopia is landlocked, they still get deliveries from Fashion Nova because that is where Binyam gets all of his matching outfits.
Okay. I love that he had on a denim jacket with matching jeans. I think that was so cute of him. Very Binyam.
Yeah. Oh, so Binyam.
So Binyam.
Okay, so now they're packing because they're going to a fancy hotel to stay with her parents. So... All right, whatever.
So now, you needed the toilet seat. Why?
Okay, so they're packing up the baby, and they put the baby on the floor in the street, and now there's a stray dog smelling the baby. Cool?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
All right. So they're going to her parents' hotel, and he has to work. So what he's doing is they're dropping her off at the hotel, and then he's going to meet her parents at the airport and bringing them back, and she's just going to sit in the lobby because
it's cold.
Right, but like, because she didn't pay for her hotel room, so she has to wait for her dad to come there with the credit card.
To check in. Of course. Yep.
Hilarious. So he says, listen, by the way, I didn't tell you because you're crazy.
Yes.
But I have to work tonight.
But she's so angry. Like, all the way angry.
I would have been like, that is a perfect time to work since I'm going to be with my parents.
Right. Like, and also you're showing my parents that you're working to take care of us. I think that that's a good look.
Perfect. It's absolutely perfect. So she basically almost is like implying that he's lying.
Yeah. Like he's going to, I guess, like bang someone else. Right.
So she's super mad that she's going to be alone. And she said that she could be happier, like, I guess, with someone else. And he needs to do better.
But what else do you expect this poor guy to do? I feel very bad for him.
I do too. So he goes to the airport and he's scared to meet her dad because he's rich. That's what he says.
I love, it's so endearing how he brings up both flowers.
That was the cutest thing in the world. I think her father was like so confused. Now, can you imagine, like, I'm like, oh my God, how is he going to know it's her dad? Like, how are they? And I'm like, oh, it's just the old white guy.
Yes. Yeah. The only old white guy there. Yes.
So he brought him flowers and he says, so her dad's like, no, you can call me dad.
He was so nice to him.
Her parents, how did they have her?
Okay, I don't know how they had her. I don't know where she spawned from because she's a nasty little troll and they're so nice.
Her dad said, I really liked meeting him. He has such kind eyes and, just like great first impression.
But I think he has great energy, Binyam. I really do.
He really
I think
does.
He's a nice person.
That he does.
Yeah.
So the hotel is super close to the airport. They're going to this big, beautiful hotel. Her mom is so happy. And Ariela just keeps saying how shocked she is that her dad came to Africa because he doesn't travel.
Right. I mean, listen, it's your grandchild. I get it.
Right. So she said that Binyam said that he hasn't seen Ariela smile.
Right.
Okay, but you just had a baby. Did you smile at the baby?
No, I'm telling you, she is nasty. She's got a little twisted face all the time.
I know. Meanwhile, he has to go sing. And her mom tries to reason. She's like, maybe he just found out. And he's like, no, I didn't just find out. I didn't tell him.
Ariela's like, and don't make excuses for him. And it's like, oh, come on, Ariela, give him a break.
So her mom walks into the hotel room and she's like, oh my God, there's a cake, but it's right by the scale. She's like, so
I'm
let's
gonna
get
eat this cake.
She's like, get the scale out of here. And okay, this is a quote from Ariela. You ready?
Ready.
I never expected to be waiting at home for someone who'd be out late, entertaining and flirting with people as a means of making money.
Okay.
What?
But what does that mean? Right.
Why didn't you expect that?
Right. Also, he's a dancer.
He said to you, I am going to be out late, entertaining and flirting with people as a means of making money. And she was like, yeah, that's fine.
Now it's a problem because everything is a problem now. Ever since he got rid of those dreads, there's a problem.
Yep, I'm telling you. She also said that he looks like a jerk.
Okay, I don't think he looks like a jerk, but you know what I did love? When her dad met the baby for the first time. Oh my God, I was like tearing up. It was just so sweet. He was just staring at the baby. So cute.
I know. Her parents were like really happy. What a nice family.
They're a very nice family. She doesn't belong in it.
Nope. All right, so Devin and Jehoon.
Devon.
Who's ready?
I'm ready.
Devon. Let's just for reference, just remember, Devin's 23 years old.
Okay, I need you to tell me that because I always forget.
Okay. Well, the house is filthy.
Yeah, you could tell she's never lived on her own before.
No, I mean her parents' house was filthy.
Well, yeah, that's true too. I guess learned behavior.
Yes. So he's been working. Shocking news. She was pregnant again. So he's making her some seaweed soup for the minerals because she had a miscarriage. And she's really sad. And he's trying to be very supportive.
Okay. This was very sad. All of this was sad. But I just have to go with a but here. She was saying that they weren't financially stable and ready for another child. Why aren't you on birth control? Why?
She doesn't.
You know what I mean?
There is no birth control with her. So she got these terrible extensions.
She has everything terrible about her here.
Yes.
I'm not interested in it.
No. So now also remember they have this baby puppy too.
Oh, I actually forgot about that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And his mom's been super, super nice to her. So they're going to go out together to the Modern History Museum because she loves Korean history. Okay.
I don't know what that means, but listen, I'm really happy with his mom, the way her suddenly like turning over a new leaf like this.
Yes. But I think what she meant by I love Korean history was I love Korean men that look like they're in K-pop bands.
Yes, but she has a type. That's my type. That's her type.
Yeah. She's trying to show her love and okay. What is going on? Now, we talked about this last week, how her teeth are different in the confessional. She got like some kind of veneers.
Yes.
There's something even more wrong with her teeth in this week's confessional.
I just thought they looked like the same jacked up as they have been. Just weird. Like they don't fit her face.
Okay, but who is doing her hair extensions and her dental work?
She is.
Is Taeyoung doing them?
Well,
is Priscilla doing them?
Maybe the mom is doing it. Maybe she's a cab driver / dentist / extension lady.
She does it in the back of her cab van?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So now they're in the museum and she's showing her like a replica of like an old house in Korea. And her mom is like, wants to show her the toilet and she goes real overboard.
But she's like so silly. Who knew she was fun?
She's super silly. But I got to tell you, this family loves a good fart poop joke.
Yeah, they do. But you know what? Like, I know families like this. I find it so funny. They're like
Jahoon
so immature.
loves to talk about, Jahoon loves to talk about the anal, about the bidet, about wiping his butt. And his mom is Like, look, I'm pooping. Look, I'm grunting.
It's like a little schoolboy. It is.
Yeah.
It's like,
and then
she said penis.
Then there's a statue thing that there's men playing leapfrog, and her mom jumps and leapfrogs onto this thing.
She like gyrates on them.
So now they're using the translator app. She's like, this museum's really cool. And it's like, Devin, why did you think that would translate?
Okay, but also, here's my biggest problem. This place looked like an IKEA maze. She's like, let's take a break. And it's like, where are the exits? Where are they? Where are the exits? Because all I'm seeing is a maze of small Korean house things. This is all I see.
You live there now. Good thing there's a house because you live there now. So when she says that this museum is cool, it translates this museum is chilly. So now they talk about the miscarriage, and her mom said that she is very courageous, and that she talks about how his parents have been helping them so much, and his mom wants to have a really good relationship with her.
It was so nice because I think that the mother, like, that's what she needed. She needed like nurturing, because as nice as Jahoon is to her,
she doesn't feel safe.
Right. You need like a woman to talk about.
Or like someone older that's going to
something
protect
older.
you.
Yes.
All right. So let's talk about Tim and Melisa.
Gross.
All right. So his mom and Aunt Carmen are coming. And Melisa's like, I really love and care about his mom. What?
You're lying.
Why say that?
You don't even mean it at all. Why are you saying that?
You don't even like his mom.
No, you don't like his mom. I don't like the way Carmen spells Carmen. That's what I don't like.
How do you spell it? With a K?
Karmyn.
Okay, well now you know why Melisa spells her name like that. That's probably why Carmen was like, I need to meet this other Y names lady.
Yeah, probably.
So they have some beers. And
they really, Melisa likes a beer. She drinks a lot of beer.
So does Mom.
Yeah.
And he said that this is more than a vacation for him. This is him, and this is a quote, trying to move down here. No, it's not. You didn't move. No, you have your apartment and your job. You're on vacation.
Right.
Stop.
You didn't move. You're on vacation. Also, she doesn't even like you, so she's going to throw you out soon anyway.
Right. That's why you kept your apartment. You're not that stupid.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to point this out. Yeah. When we met Tim in the first episode that we met him, he almost seemed, they try to paint him as like slow to process with his support emotional cat. Like they were trying to make him like a cult.
They were trying to make him like, who was that? Ben in Akini? Like how Ben was? Yes. Mm-hmm.
And he's fine.
Yeah, he's not at all like that. No,
there's nothing wrong. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong, but he's an adult person.
Yeah, he's a regular person. Yes. His mother, her teeth are black as night. Like they are. They're not okay.
Yeah, the shades are down.
They're nightshades. They're deadly nightshades. They're not well.
Nightshades are very deadly. So the mom asks, how are things going between you? And she's like, oh, I think more time has to pass.
Right. Like she doesn't want to say like, I don't like him. I wouldn't mind if he left with you.
Right. Like, no, everything's good. He's going to go home with you. Is that cool?
Right. No, everything's fine though. But I just don't want him to live here anymore.
I want him to go home so you can get your teeth done with you.
He'll help you.
He needs to drive you to the dentist, please. So she's going to be sleeping in her parents' house. And his mom seems happy, fine about that. And he's kind of on Melisa's side about the fight that they had.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the mom, maybe she doesn't realize like what she did wrong with the situation. Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
And
so
she's kind of trying to make light of it.
They got into a fight, I guess in America, and Melisa was flipping out. So his mom threatened to call the cops. Maybe she was trying to calm her down, like, and scare her.
Right. Well, I think that's exactly what she was doing. I don't think she actually was going to call the cops.
Right. So now they're going to the market without Aunt Carmen. And so does Carmen just sit in the apartment by herself.
Right. What's Carmen doing? She doesn't know the way, guys. This is her first day.
Is she Tindering?
Probably.
Meeting
I don't
some
blame
new
her.
people?
Maybe she's hanging out with the dogs.
So now, they keep talking about how, like, you know, it wasn't my mom and Melissa that got in a fight. It was me and Melissa that got in a fight. But she was just upset because my mom threatened to call the cops. And they keep saying, like, you know, it wasn't, even Melissa says, like, it wasn't me and his mom that got in a fight.
Right.
Now, all of a sudden, he's like, well, you know, her and my mom got in a fight.
Right. But they didn't because it was supposed to be her and Tim. You're so right. You're right.
So she said that they get along. But she doesn't want to spend time with her.
Right. Like they get along from a distance.
Right. So the mom wants to clear the air with Melissa. And his mom loves Colombia. His mom, I will tell you, has redeemed Americans because from Andre's family. Not from Libby's family with Andre. She's so happy to be in Colombia.
She's saying how beautiful it is. The architecture is beautiful. Everything's so clean. Everybody's so friendly. She just loves being there. And she's from Alabama. They're in the market and she's like, is this a lime? And she's like, no, that's a green tangerine. And I'm like, ooh, I'm intrigued. Okay. I want to know about a green tangerine.
Same. So I'm just glad that his mom isn't a terrible American.
No, his mom actually seems pretty nice. Pretty like even keeled.
Well, maybe it's all the lime beers because now it's time for beer again.
No, they like their beer.
So his mom seems super positive. They're getting along well, and the mom breaks the ice and says, you know, it was a nasty fight, and you know, and she's like, you said that I wasn't good for him, and she's like, I said that if you guys aren't getting along, then maybe it's time to call it quits.
Which she's right.
They have a fairly constructive conversation, but neither one of them are apologizing to each other.
Right. I like that his mom said, like, you know, I love you. I hope you guys work it out.
Right. But Melissa doesn't say it back.
No, she would just smiled, which you never see. So I guess that says a lot too, though.
I guess so. Well, let's talk about Sumi and Jenny.
Okay.
So they're making a shrine to a new life together. Do you think that in the shrine there's $20,000?
I think in the shrine there is a bunch of yellow teeth because I can't stop staring at her yellow teeth.
Do you think there's any kind of jobs in this shrine?
Right, maybe like the classifieds.
So he cooks breakfast in the non-kitchen, in the room that's converted into a kitchen.
Yeah, very interesting. Like I don't know. I just stare at that burner all the time.
Now I know it's always a hot plate. So they want to have Jenny wants to have a ring ceremony. So that's like an engagement party. That's where they get engaged. And he said that he only wants to invite people that will give him gifts. And for the first time, I am so on board with Sumi.
It made me think of you. And I'm like, oh, man, I remember making all of these lists. It's so true. Yeah.
And I'm like, listen,
so true.
You got to make this stuff worth it.
But you know what, though? If I was her, I would not be doing all this. She's like a little kid. It's like, let's just go get married. Why do we have to do
85 years old.
Yeah. Why do we have to make a spectacle of it? Nobody likes you, Jenny. I hate to tell you.
All right. Here's an idea. You know how people register for their honeymoon?
Yeah.
Why don't they register for his divorce money?
Oh, that's actually really smart. What a smart idea.
I'm just saying. So his parents, she's like, should we invite your parents? And he's like, oh, no. My parents said that they're legally going to take action and not let us get married. And she's like, oh, all right. Well, that's not good.
Why didn't you tell me that last night?
He's like, oh, that was so long ago. I don't know. I was so confused. I was over here making paneer and I had to clean there was a cow in the living room and so many things.
I have homework.
I was chefing for 3 to 4 hours.
This guy, he's just terrible at being honest.
So he's like, terrible. But don't worry. Wait, he goes, but don't worry. I won't let anyone stop us. But in the same breath, but my parents are going to stop us.
Right. But nobody's going to stop us.
Okay. But also my parents are.
Right.
So now Corona hits and they're in lockdown and he's going, this is the most dramatic thing. He's going in the dark to buy food, walking through an alleyway with stray dogs barking.
Yeah, it actually looked very scary and nothing I wanted to do.
Okay, but also you could have just gone in the day.
Yeah.
So 4 days later, it's March 25th, and he says the greatest thing he's ever said.
What'd he say?
So in regards to the coronavirus, he says, and this is a quote, "I am diabetic and Jenny is old."
Yes.
He's like, so thank God we have a hospital on our corner in case we need medicine. Okay, also,
yeah,
it's not a pharmacy.
Yeah, I know. But it's like, well, maybe to them it is. Who knows?
I guess.
Yeah.
Also, just go get some corona medicine.
Yeah.
Why is no one doing this?
Tracey, India is way more ahead of us, I guess.
Okay, you're not wrong. Okay, so March 28th, she FaceTimes with Christina, her daughter, and she says she's worried. And she's like, don't worry, I'm staying in. And then you see in the background, Jenny has literally probably YouTubed jewelry storage when your 30-year-old husband doesn't have a full-time job and his parents won't let you marry him in India. And she probably came across a video where you could store all your earrings on a hanger.
See, I didn't see that. I was too busy at the Amazon computer desk, the Amazon box computer desk.
I like that. I really like that. So now it is April 8th and they're playing what I think is cricket in the house.
Yeah, they're very cute. They get along so well together, these
They
two.
really do like each other. I will say they're the only couple that I think actually likes each other.
No, they actually really do.
All right, so now it's May 2nd, and she said that there's 2 more weeks of lockdown because they extended it, but her visa is going to expire, so she can't leave. So what are they going to do? We don't know.
I assume that they would just extend it.
Totally.
Yeah.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you really enjoyed the live podcast that you all came to.
Listen, I had the best time. I'm so glad you were all there.
Thank you so much for coming. Make sure you're following me at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram and Twitter, and go to TraceyCarnazzo.com for everything that I'm doing. And you can find Noelle at NoeGirl on Twitter and Noe_Bear810 on Instagram. And as always, please follow 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter, and make sure that you join the Facebook group. And don't forget, I'm on Cameo. It makes a great Christmas, Hanukkah, Thanksgiving gift, New Year's. Yay.
I love that. A Hanukkah gift. Yay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye.